Welcome back to the Nerdcore Live Show number 178. No, that was yesterday. 179. Shit, man, I'm bad. Uh, I hope everyone's having a good day, and we are here with you all on a wonderful Saturday night. As always, it is the Nerdy Chicana here to host the show, alongside our wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brad. This is Raul. That
Brad, I don't. I think
that
your Streamyard settings switched it out on y'all, bro. Yep, it's that time, bro. It always does that.
didn't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just that that doesn't sound like your microphone.
Then that's my microphone.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's not usually how that sounds, bro.
Let's see.
Yeah, it sounds like you're
Microphone.
getting it from
Oh,
your webcam.
oh, wow. Never mind.
Yeah, coming from your webcam, right?
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, dude. Streamyard really likes to troll you, doesn't it? Fucking Streamyard, bro. I used to just go straight for the bottle of wine. It's like fuck it.
Fuck
Is
it.
this is that type of thing, Brad? What does your
It's
shirt
that
say?
type today.
What does your shirt say?
I support the right to arm bears.
To arm bears.
I've had this shirt for like 15 years.
I support the right to arm.
I mean,
bears.
I would like to get the bears on equal footing.
Yeah. You know, that's just how it should be, right?
I mean, if they're not going to do hand-to-hand combat like Combat, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Combat.
Yeah. If they can't fuck people up like they did to Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
I mean, at least give them AKs or something.
Okay, bro. Oh God, bro.
High-powered scopes.
What's up, bro? How you doing? How's your Saturday today?
I took a nap. That's about it. I haven't really done anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lame. Today has been lame.
It's pretty fucking lame, bro.
Pretty lame. I don't like today, so I'm ready to get it done with.
Yeah. I went ahead and I cleaned today a little bit. Dusted off the shelf. God damn, that thing collects dust real quick. It's wild, dude. You really don't realize how what's it called, much dust can collect until like. Mm-hmm.
If you're in the Southwest, it's bad. But just because you're like, hey, like it's cool out. I don't have to use my air conditioner today. I'll open some windows. Oh fuck, it's a desert.
So you got a whole ass fucking what's it called?
Yeah, just fucking just dirt.
Dirt.
Fucking dirt.
Oh my god, man. Yeah. But yeah, just we went to go, like, cleaned. I wanted to watch a movie, but like after I thought about it, I was like, I'm having a good time here in bed. I'm like, I'm laying down. I just cleaned what I can clean.
I did watch another episode of Reservation Dogs. See, I got it right that time.
Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah.
That show's pretty good. That show's pretty amazing and fun. And I'm gonna guess a lot of the writers are Native American.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you could get some of those jokes.
Yeah, man. I haven't seen it, dude. I haven't seen it. I said that I was gonna watch the first episode of Scenes from a Marriage, the US miniseries now. And then I have not started that. So.
And see, I hadn't watched it till now because I didn't have Hulu, because that was one of the things I jettisoned. I'm like, I don't fucking use this. I don't need it. And then Dark Side of the Ring comes out, and then freaking I hear about Reservation Dogs. I'm just like,
yeah,
God damn it. All right, I'm gonna upgrade. I'll pay the extra $6. And now I have ads to deal with, and I'm very, very unhappy.
Bro, you could have talked to Aiden, right? Because he would have given you his fucking Hulu.
No, here's the issue with Hulu. Like, I could steal from my parents. Like, I tried that, but they have you like on the area code or something, or you have to be so far a distance within.
Oh my god.
Or Hulu doesn't work.
That's so dumb, bro.
Which is dumb because my parents literally live like 3 minutes away, but that's still not close enough to Hulu be like, oh, you don't live in that house. Well, fuck you.
Fuck you, man. Yeah.
Fuck you and all you care about.
Yeah. But I'm still trying to make it through my review of Emma. I'm trying to write my review of that on the site. But yeah, pretty much just chilling today. I look, it's Darla. It's Darla. Look at that damn dog, bro.
Do it for the views.
Do it for the views, right?
Do it for the views.
Do it for... Come on, Darla. We need you right
She-
now. We
she's
got no
like-
people in here.
She's like, "Grr, grr, grr."
Yeah. Got nobody in here. Come on, Darla.
She likes
do it.
being up here for some reason. She really enjoys like being under the desk. I don't know. Just sleeping. Up,
But,
up, chill zone to the rescue.
Hey.
Hey,
What's good? What's
Hokage
good? What's
himself.
good?
Yo,
What's up, Keon? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm alright, man. Just spent, like I said, spent the day cleaning and
Oh,
just
same
now,
here.
yeah, just hanging out here. Just pretty much just another Saturday here at the house. Yeah, I
feel
don't
that.
have anybody to hang out with. Nothing's good playing good at the movies at the moment, so I didn't go. So what's it called? Like there's
Go
nothing
see
else.
Shang-Chi again.
Huh?
Go see Shang-Chi again.
Take me with
Why?
you.
You want me to go for the third time, bro?
Yep.
Take me with you.
I haven't watched it, but from what the reviews I've been seeing online, that movie must be really damn good.
I'm telling you, bro. What's it called? I don't usually go twice to see a movie in a pandemic, bro.
Listen, 3 times the charm, man.
Yeah. Fucking hell, bro.
There was a guy who saw Captain Marvel 70 something times. So
Jesus.
Wasn't
There is no reason to see that movie 70 something times.
I think I know. why
There's
you
no
went
reason to see any movie 70 something times.
Well, wasn't there like a record of this guy who went to go see Endgame like 100 and something times?
I think
How,
so.
how much money does that equate to?
I
like-
haven't no
Like
clue.
if you're
That's
going on
at
an
least
average ticket
$300.
sell, like what do we say, $8?
Well, yeah,
Like average
mhm,
ticket, not including
Yeah.
food and shit, just ticket sales. How many
mhm.
times,
$800.
bro?
That's about $800.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
Bro,
Fucking-
that's nuts, bro.
That's too much. I'm going to spend to see a movie so many
'Cause
times.
here tickets are like $12.
Yeah.
So going to see Endgame over 100 times,
Yeah.
That's $1,200.
Like I can see it
One
once and
movie
then
alone.
pocket the other 900 for good shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I don't know. I
I'd
guess
rather
they
go
get-
see a movie one time and spend $40 on the nice theater with good food
Yeah.
and good drinks and like just see it the one time. That's
Mhm,
make it a whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, what's it called? Yeah, that was that. Like I'm waiting for if they play Titan here, I'll go and watch Titan next month. But
You're
like,
you're gonna come back and explain to me how they birth a truck, right? Like how the sexual part of that works.
yeah.
Do they go into detail in that
Hold on,
movie on
let me-
how you fuck a vehicle?
Let me what's it called? Get the actual like what's it called?
Because I've
the
heard of it,
synopsis.
and you always hear like guys sticking it in their car's tailpipe, and you're just
Yeah.
like, hopefully it was off for a while, but you know,
What's
That's
it called?
terrible.
Here you go. This is the synopsis, bro. Following a series of unexplained crimes, a father is reunited with the son who has been missing for 10 years. Titan, a metal highly resistant to heat and corrosion, with high tensile strength alloys. What?
don't double look at
No,
me.
Eric cannot join, bro.
Oh no.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Nah, not today, Eric. I'm already drinking.
Yeah.
I love you, boo, but no.
Yeah, drinking Brad and Eric on a live show
Mm-mm.
sounds like a nightmare for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a nightmare, bro. Why? I think you know why, bro. But I'm really excited for this one, man. I really want to see. I really want to see it. But I also have not seen Raw, and I really want to go see Raw. I want to watch Raw before I get to watch this one, just to know like what her filmmaking style
Like
is.
WWE.
No,
Is
Raw
Raw
like
War?
Raw is Raw, bro. It's a movie about
Sushi.
it's a horror film, and she's basically like
Like Raw Dog?
she's hold on, Brad. Let me explain this to you, bro. What's it called? She's a vegetarian, and somebody like what's it called? She accidentally eats meat. She doesn't know that the food that she ate had meat, and like it starts to become like a big like horror film, and it's why I've heard wild things about this movie. But
That's weird.
yeah. But Julia Duckaroo now, man. I'm excited. I want to go. Yeah, bro. No. The world,
Yeah, we saw you on there DMing everybody.
Yeah.
Eric, you little slut.
Oh man.
Oh God, no, he cannot come on. Not at all.
God, man. But yeah, I want to see this movie, bro. I actually
And-
once. I do not want. Dude, why do we allow him to be in here?
Can we go cards?
Sure, but Keon, you just been cleaning the house today?
Yeah, pretty much just been cleaning the house and dealing with dealing with fucking Comcast. Oh man. Oh man.
Eric, I'm sure that's what you tell everybody.
Mhm.
Dude, I was watching a podcast, a different podcast, that they were talking about how, when like being a young adult. I saw fucking Eric put Comcast and it made me say yum. Yum.
Oh God, I just spit my screen. This is gonna be cleaning.
Being a young adult.
Yum. Red Robin, yum.
Being a young, what the hell? Why do you have
G Fuel? G Fuel. It's
Is
in the
it,
game.
Rage
G
Against
Fuel. G Fuel. It's in the
Yeah.
game.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, Stone Cold.
They were talking
Stone
about
Cold
how,
lame Austin.
being a young adult and not having to like pay for like a lot of bills and stuff like that. And like they were saying how like it's different being a homeowner and a renter, like a renter, whatever. I forget what it's called. But they said like when you're renting something, it's the landlord's fault, problem to take care of, like whatever problems go on. But when you're a homeowner, it's all your problem.
Oh, it sucks.
So like, and I feel like just me dealing with cum cask, because they're a waste of cum. That it is probably my introduction into actual adulthood, and I am not looking forward to it.
Let me give an example here. So every plumbing problem I've ever had with this house, I've had to deal with. That was from the water heater going out. I had to replace that myself. That's from multiple leaks happening in this house because it took 30 years for it to happen, and it just so happened to happen to me.
Mhm.
And had to call the plumber for that. Had to pay the plumber. Like when you're a renter, like when I had an apartment when I was going to college, it was like, hey, my door broke. Fix that. Cool. Now it's go, hey, the door broke. I need to fix that.
I need to fix
Fuck.
it. Yeah. Well,
But at the
Yeah.
same time, in 30 years, technically you own the house, except for the property taxes you have to pay. If you don't pay those, the county or whatever can put a claim to it, and which is bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, if you pay so much for something, you think you would get to keep it outright, but that's one thing guaranteed until you die is taxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
what's it called? Eric says my introduction into adulthood was getting raw dogged by
Home Depot.
Brad.
Straight to the elbow.
So I was gonna ask something. How so like do people not respect the idea of being knighted? Because like so do people not say like sir when you're knighted? You're supposed to be called
What, like
sir,
Patrick
right?
Stewart?
Yeah, like Sir Patrick Stewart.
I mean,
was knighted.
I call Patrick Stewart sir. Like,
Well, because
for
what's
sure.
it called? So of course, if y'all are catching up on the festivals right now, you know that what's it called? TIFF just wrapped up today, Toronto International Film Festival, and Belfast won the audience award. Was the major prize. Why this is a big thing is because what's it called? A lot of the movies that won at TIFF ended up being nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, and then 5 of them actually won the Best Picture at the Oscars. Well, what's it called? Belfast is directed by Sir Kenneth Branagh, and everybody keeps putting Kenneth Branagh. What's it called? Kenneth Branagh's Belfast. I'm like, y'all do not respect
Didn't
the
you add the
sir.
sir? Maybe they're not aware he's a sir.
Yeah, motherfucker's a sir, bro.
When did he become when did he become a sir? Would be my question. I mean, it doesn't change the fact he is a sir.
Yeah, because Sir Kenneth Charles Branagh, bro. Let me see. When did he get knighted? Like that's like y'all don't come on, man. When did he get united, dude? God damn, bro's not gonna tell you here. I thought you would get what's it called? You would get a part in your Wikipedia article where it tells you that you've
You
gotten
would
knighted.
think that's kind of a big important thing. I would
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, dude, if I
I'm
get
not
knighted,
British though, so I don't fucking know.
yeah. Well, wait, can only British people be knighted?
Mhm.
Because like, if I got knighted, bro, you best be saying Sir Raul Alejandro Mendoza, bro.
Sir Mendoza.
Yeah. You better be calling me that, bro. It doesn't say when.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah. My name is oh fuck, I can't remember the name of that. Hold on, the way that he does it. Yeah. No, it doesn't say when he got knighted, but yeah, Sir Kenneth Charles Branagh. Fuck, man. Y'all don't respect this motherfucker, man. Y'all gotta call him by what his name is.
I mean, because like Patrick Stewart, it's always Sir Patrick Stewart. Like you always read that shit because you better put a sir in front of his name. Put some respect in front of his name.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck, man?
Man, hands.
Yeah, throw hands. Lil Wayne is knighted. Imagine Sir Wayne, bro.
Sir Dwayne Carter.
Sir Dwayne Carter, bro.
It's Wheezy F baby. Please say the F baby. There is no knight in that, sir.
Nerdy comeback.
Sir.
Brad, what, can we put Eric like on a 5-minute timeout?
I mean, that's up Chillzone. Chillzone, I'm sure, be glad to do that. Just like right now. 10 minutes. Fuck you.
5 minutes, you're on timeout.
Gladly.
Yeah. But yeah, Brad, what's it called? Congratulations to Sir Kenneth Branagh, your film winning the TIFF Audience Award. I've like everybody who I know who went to go see who went to TIFF and saw Belfast. I'm seeing a whole lot of 5-star reviews, bro. Like everybody's raving about Belfast right now. But we'll see. Brad, you want to play with some cards?
Yeah, let me get some cards out. Okay. First card. What's the closest you've ever gotten to someone, and how did you get there? So I don't know if that's like physical space or like, from the heart. Like I don't.
Yeah. What
Like,
the fuck?
I'm guessing
Yeah, I
that
don't-
means like emotionally.
I'm guessing emotional because like physical could be like that'd be my mother.
I tweeted with Brad for like about 6 fucking years, bro. This is what he did, Wait, hold on. Let me be real here. For like 9 fucking no, wait, hold on. 5 years I spent podcasting. So 5 years I spent tweeting with Brad for 5 years.
Because we don't like message each other or call each other in any other form except Twitter.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. That's just how it always has been.
Hmm.
Like, because we could text each other, we could send each other
my
shit
phone.
on
Yeah.
WhatsApp. Like, we have plenty of different ways. Hell, we could even call each other, but we don't. It's like Twitter.
Yeah, true. well, what's it called? Because like, and then so Michelle was like really confused at the fact that I didn't know if I had your number or not. And she was like, "Well, how do you not know? Like, he's one of your best friends." I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't remember. We only talked through Twitter. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's
even
about
then,
it.
it's so hard for you to get on Discord, and that's like the second most popular place that we communicate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I just don't think to check it.
yeah. Well, what's it called? Twitter is the new not Twitter. What's it called? Discord's our new WhatsApp for the team because we have a channel devoted to the team. So what's it called? But that's either here or there. The thing is that like I don't know why it's only been on Twitter. Like it's been that way.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think I could say the same thing for freaking Chillzone. You know, just spent ages just being with him in the chats and Shane tweeting with him. You know,
True.
yeah,
Sure.
that's right. Brad,
Absolutely.
you want to go?
So the question again is, what's the closest you've ever gotten someone, and how did you get there? And if I were not to say my wife, I would probably die.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Brenda. And how did I get there? Through dating and wedlock and mortgage and
Wedlock?
dogs. So all the above that goes into
Yeah.
a relationship of that manner.
Eric, if you are in a timeout, I hope you're not trying to type into the chat because every time you type, it adds more time to your timeout.
Chillzone can tell us.
Oh, it does.
Is he up at like 30 minutes by now?
I don't know what he's doing, but you know.
It's just like I'm underground right now. What's up,
I
Eric?
can see from Chillzone's expression he is very happy about this.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna watch what's it called AEW tonight, man. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
once we're down here, man. I'm getting on that bed. I'm gonna watch some Rampage and Dynamite to be ready for tomorrow's show. But Chillzone, you want to answer the question?
The closest I've ever gotten to someone, I would have to say, damn. Read the question again because I forgot the second part.
So the question is, what's the closest you've ever gotten to someone, and how did you get there?
Slinda DM.
Stop. No, that's not. No. The closest I've ever been to someone without necessarily being like attached to them, like tied down, is probably one of my best friends. Like we met on Minecraft, and like we just pretty much like just built from there, built a friendship. So you know, she's one of my best friends to this day, and yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Nice, right? Yeah. That's a good answer. Brett,
Yeah.
next one.
What's a reoccurring thought of yours that you imagine everyone else must have? I got one.
It's today the day I punch my butt. I'm playing, bro. What's up?
I got one.
What?
Recurring thought of yours that imagine everyone else must have. I have some days where I go to bed and I'm like, I hope I don't wake up.
Is that?
I'm just so tired. I hope I don't wake up.
Please don't let me wake up the next day, but not tonight, not
Yeah.
tomorrow.
In a way.
Yeah,
In a way like that. Sometimes it's the other way. Where it's just like I'm done.
I'm like, hey Brad, you need some help? Because we can get you that help, bro. But,
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. I mean, either way. I'm not gonna lie.
Brad.
I wake up every day and I'm like, fuck. I'm
You know,
still
I don't
alive.
think I actually mean it. It's just I'm so damn tired some days. It's like I just
can I
want
sleep
like
for,
a
like,
dirt
a week?
nap.
Can I sleep for like a week?
Yeah, like a month. Okay, let's go with a coma. I want to be in a coma.
Brett,
Just for like a month.
Keon, you're like, bro.
Hey
Yo.
yo, bro. When if I ever like see y'all in person, bro, y'all are getting the fattest bear hug, bro. Cause y'all, Man, hold on, man. Y'all need some consoling, some serious consoling and compassion. Like,
I
just
mean,
for once.
honestly, I think sometimes me and Roll are kind of like just lean on each other. And that's the only way we've made it for this long.
Man,
Just like I gotta get on the podcast. I can't die today.
Can't die today. I already watched the movie for today's review.
I already watched the 3-hour Andrei Rublev movie. I gotta
I
talk
know
about it.
I feel like that sometimes, but like, man, y'all are bold enough to say this shit live on air in 4K.
I
I'm
mean,
like, damn,
but
I
that's the
keep my
thing.
shit to myself.
That's the thing. This question says everyone else must have, and I know I'm not the only
Uh,
one.
I
I know
mean,
Raul's had that thought. I'm sure you have, Chilzo.
Multiple times.
Like, I'm sure there's a shit ton of everyone else who may or may not listen to this podcast. Guess what? You're not alone. You're not alone, but I'm not gonna like do it.
You tell me you
like-
don't wake up and you're like, "Fuck, I'm still alive."
no, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like, I know I do think shit like this sometimes, but like, damn, like,
I'm
it's
still
just the
alive.
fact that like it came out. I don't know.
There's a literal Twitter account me and Raul have followed for years where it's just a guy every morning going like, "Damn it, still alive."
Yeah, for years. Every
Bro,
day.
this is like 2012, 2013. This is the only thing this guy has tweeted.
Oh my
I'm
god,
still alive. Oh man, but yeah, man, it's all good. You know, everybody has that. I feel like a lot of us, like, you know, I don't want to say that one because that can get me in trouble. Okay, never mind. Just for the sake of my my life outside of the internet.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Don't be like me who just doesn't give a shit some days.
You know,
Find me.
I feel like we all have like this idea, this thought that constantly goes through our head where we're like, you know, is like is today gonna, like, you know, when you're thinking about, you know, you eat your food and you're like, is today gonna be the day, man? Is today gonna be the day during this week that this food doesn't sit well in the stomach and I'm gonna go ahead and shit my brains out, you know? Let's go. You know damn well.
That's a pretty 50-50 shot on your part.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mommy Jesus, or at least his therapist, cousin Jose. Fuck off, bro.
Cuervo.
Oh, man. No, I feel like we all have that thought of like, you know, what's it called? Like what's it called? Is today the day that the internet goes out forever and we don't have anything to talk about anymore? Yeah. You know, a lot of us who play video games, like, hey, today's the day that like we get that big ass DDoS attack. Internet goes down forever. We don't get to play games online anymore. We don't get to talk to our friends who are like countries away from us. I'm gonna go with that one because I can't really come up with anything else. Keon, go.
I would say mine is, what the fuck day is it?
Today is Saturday, my friend.
Was that
Is
that
that the
it?
thought?
What the fuck day is?
Yeah,
That's a good one, actually.
That's a really good one, bro. That's a really good one.
Especially during COVID times. Like COVID
Yeah.
times, it came to a point where like I think it's Wednesdays.
Dude, did I tell you what I did this week? Did I tell you what I did this week?
No.
So I go in at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I shit you not, bro. So like I woke up, like I didn't know that I woke up at like 7:40 something. You know, I woke up and I shit you not, bro. I thought it was 8:40 something. So apparently at 8:30, I thought it was already, what's it called?
Oh,
I
did you
thought
walk into work
it was
early?
already 9 o'clock.
Oof.
So I went in and I signed in and I'm like, yo, why is it saying that I'll be led into the meeting when it starts? Like the meeting should be started by now. I go on my phone and I look at it. It's 8:33. I'm like,
son
oh,
of a bitch.
shit. Yeah, let me go ahead and sign out here.
Son of a
Like I
bitch.
signed out. I was like, I'm out. I'm like, hey, tell my supervisor, hey man, I kind of did something stupid today. And he's like, what's going on, man? I'm like, I was signed in to our system for like 3 minutes because I thought that it was 9 o'clock, but it wasn't. What do you want me to do with my timesheet? He's like, don't worry about it. That should still be cleared out. You still should be good, but you're not gonna get paid overtime. I'm like, I don't care about overtime, bro. I'm just mad that I kind of fucked up here.
God, man, I just woke up early and had to be here
Yeah.
early for this shit.
I really thought, bro. I really thought. I mean, there's also multiple times where like I thought my class started at this specific time, and I got there like 2 hours earlier, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Or like, did you, Keon? I know you don't drive, right?
No, not yet.
No. Or like,
Mm-mm.
what's it called? I remember when I was living here, when I was going to school here, I would get what's it called? I would have a class, right? And I would get dropped off at the university just for after my mom leaves and she's at work. I get the notification that hey, class is canceled, and that's the only class for today.
You can't get back.
It's like I gotta spend all fucking day here until my mom gets
That
out
is
of work.
why.
and picks
That
me
is
up.
why. That is exactly why I chose to stay on campus. Because me being an overthinker, I think
Yeah.
about the illogical scenarios, the logical scenarios, and everything in between. So if something like that had have ever happened and I did not stay on campus, that would have been my last day on this planet.
You know, I'd never really had that problem when I went to college because I could drive. There was the issue though of having two classes separated by 4 hours at the very like
Oh,
at
yeah.
from one like they had a
Mhm.
class that didn't start till like 5 or 6, and like the other class I had was at like 12 or 1, and this was my senior year. So what did I do? I went to the fucking bar that was on university with my two other friends and got shit faced for the next class. That's all we
Hey,
did.
Kylie. Yeah, how you doing, Kylie?
That was a whole different issue then.
Bro, did you ever have those classes that literally start like 15 minutes like in between each other? So like what's it called? So like I had a class ends like at 2. Next class starts at like 2:20 or 2:15.
And it's across the campus, like all
Cross
the way.
campus, yeah. And I was
So one of the colleges I went to, so the way they had it, they had the engineering and math buildings. So basically, the college had this big hill, and at the top of the hill was the student union, and at the top of the hill was the arts and like English and all that. At the bottom of the hill was engineering and mathematics. So they would make all the engineers, because you know you had to take arts and humanities at the same time, and so they would make the engineers, after the engineering and mathematics, have to walk up this fucking hill to either get to lunch or to get to the student union or to get their arts and humanities.
Mhm.
And yeah, they would do that. They would literally do that with like 20 minutes. And so you'd be having to grab all your shit and walk up this hill for the one class you had up there, and then have to walk back down for like mathematics. So it was a pain in the ass.
Tell me, Brad, at what point during that whole semester did you think I think I might want to switch?
So there
This
so
isn't
the only
worth
time I ever wanted to switch, the only time I ever switched was when I went from mechanical engineering to civil engineering. And that was a whole different reason. And like the hill wasn't much of a, like it was an issue for the fact that it was tiring, and like why the fuck would you build a campus with a giant hill on it
Yeah.
and then stick all the fat engineers at the bottom of it? But anyway, yeah, so that's the only time I've ever thought about switching. I mean, I thought about dropping out quite a few times during engineering,
Oh yeah,
but
of course.
only
yeah.
once switching and actually switching.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I when I got to fucking calculus, I was like, oh yeah, is this really worth it anymore? Do I really? I was like, I think I might just want to drop out.
That's how
but
I
hey,
felt when I got the chemistry.
I made it and I graduated, motherfuckers.
Yes,
the paper.
sir. Yes,
Wasn't in
sir.
engineering, but guess what? I graduated. I got my degree. But
Oh,
yeah,
but honestly, Raul, speaking of not driving yet, I did have one incident,
Yeah.
which had I have had a vehicle would have been so much smoother. Where I think it must have been hurricane season or something.
yeah.
But so the distance from my classes my classes to my dorm was pretty far considering I had to walk. It took me about, I would say, 10 minutes
Yeah.
to get to my classes. So I one day had finished all my classes, and I had already knew that it was raining prior, because when I woke up and went to class, it was raining. It was like a little drizzle though, like it wasn't that bad. It was bearable.
Mhm.
So I get out of class, I go to lunch, and then when I went to lunch, it was light, like it was bearable. Then I get out of lunch and it's just like God is pissing all over. Like it was terrible. So
Yep.
I had to walk back to my dorm.
Where'd you
I had
go
to walk
to
10
Houston, bro?
minutes. Huh?
Where'd you go to school? Houston?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's
No.
Houston, bro.
It I'd say it was a Mississippi school.
Okay.
It was a Mississippi school. And yeah, I had to walk 10 minutes, and the pounding rain and the thunder, just the whole thunder. I'm surprised I didn't get struck by lightning, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was walking down like the sidewalk in this exact hoodie, by the way, and trying to get to my dorm. And I couldn't see because I was walking right in, like the rain was coming to me, and I'm like, I'm like wiping my face so I could see. My pants are dripping. My socks
Sound like a
are
Rocky
soaked.
montage, right?
Let me
Yeah,
guess, when
right?
you get right to your door, the storm stops.
Well, unfortunately,
Motherfucker!
unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I got in my dorm and it felt like I just got out of a 10-inch pool, a 10-inch deep pool. Like I was
I got a
soaked.
story for you, Kylie. I got a story.
Kylie, here's the thing. Y'all can go ahead and go all about walking in snow or whatever up in the north. But when you have to face like hurricane force winds, I'll go ahead and ask you, have you ever had to be outside while there's like rain go?
Yeah.
Never
on.
during college, but during my life, yes.
Yeah. So I want you to come in here with that.
I-
I've never walked through snow.
I will say what's worse than walking through snow is waiting for your transportation on the subway. I'm not going to call the system because then they'll know where I went to for
Yeah.
part of it. But the subway system, that's not technically underground, that is overground. And sitting there for 30 minutes as it fucking snows on you and is negative degrees, and you're in the that big old puffy jacket from the Christmas Story, just sitting there, and you're just going, I think my nipples are gonna fall off. At least when you're walking, there's some warmth.
Yeah. I think at least whose phone is vibrating?
Fuck that shit.
I think the conclusion can be met here is that global warming is a bitch. All right, let's go ahead.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and that reminds me of that line from Pikachu's like, have you ever just stopped? Detective Pikachu's like, have you ever stopped and thought about like how this is all pretty much a cause of global warming and we're all eventually gonna die from this?
Nope. Keep going.
All right.
Close your eyes. Close your ears.
All right, Brad, let's get another one.
What's a recurring thought of yours that you imagine nobody else has?
Oh.
So this is playing the opposite of the previous.
Wait, huh?
What's a
Okay,
what's a recurring thought of yours that you imagine nobody else has? This one's a little more difficult.
What if I just sunk all this money into camera gear?
I'm pretty sure Aiden has had that thought.
Yeah. Just picked up a
Aiden
lens flare, by
Burns.
the way. Yep. Let's go. What if I just take all this money and like get a lot of overdraft and just sink it into some camera gear? No. Let me see.
This one's hard.
I have
know.
mine.
Okay, what's yours? Go ahead, Joseph.
You don't belong here.
God damn it, bro! I'm pretty sure everybody has that thought.
Wait, what context? In what context are we saying? Just like,
Well, so I'm saying as in like no one has that thought about me,
Oh,
but it's a recurring thought for myself.
true.
Like, so say like, like you may like Brad, you may think that I'm thinking, Brad, you don't belong here on this show. But that's simply not true. You're thinking that, but I don't think that. So yeah, that's
I
what I
got
mean.
you. I got you.
Mhm. So yeah.
I agree with that. Like I think everybody is harder on themselves, like generally always, unless they're a sociopath.
yeah.
Sure. Unless you're Jake Paul.
Yeah.
But Keon, I
Let's
hope you know
let's
that
go
you do
let's
belong
go
here.
to Japan and just fuck that all up for everyone.
I live on Long Island, so we get it all. Weather, oh, we get it all, and weather sucks. I'm pretty sure you have never had the unbearable heat of the fucking South. I'm willing to put some money on that. Yeah, I'm talking about humidity up in like the 80 or 90% humidity, bro, on a 98 degree Fahrenheit. What's it called? Where you have to take like 3 showers in the same day because your back is just, your ass crack is developing a new ocean in there. But weather just sucks. What did I do to
Talking
deserve
about
this?
humidity so bad, your skin is sticky. You feel like
Man.
Lisa Ann after a day of work. It just like you walking around and you're just like, ugh, like it feels disgusting. Like I hate it so much.
You know though,
I
Lisa
hate it.
Ann's going money.
I don't
Straight
get paid to
money.
be in the humidity. Kylie, how are you spending your day, by the way? How are you doing today? You watching some college football games? But yeah, Children, I hope you know that you do belong here.
I think I got mine. I'm gonna go off what Chillzone said. So question is, what's a recurring thought of yours that you imagine nobody else has? So mine is, I think it's based on anxiety. Is like when you're in a room, like a restaurant or something, and you just imagine everyone's judging you, and really they aren't. Like they aren't, because they have their own shit going on, and they're not even gonna remember you.
Mm-hmm. It's like no one actually really cares.
Yeah,
Alright.
nobody
I
actually
respect
ever.
it.
You're banging
I respect
into
it.
Unless you do something really, really fucked up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you go to the slushy machine and you just put them all down and just like it goes everywhere. Then you're like, that's an asshole.
Yeah.
Putting that one in the memory bank.
I want to
Wait, Kylie, didn't you have that one day at work where you told me that like the AC unit broke down
Oh,
and you still had to work or something?
that's the worst.
It was like fucking hot as balls.
You know, at some point you got to tell your employer, "Fuck this, I'm out."
I'm out, bro. I'm out.
It's too fucking hot. You're like, take my PTO. Out.
I'm out. I'm
Taking
going
sick
to
leave
this.
because I'm sick of being in this heat.
All right, man. Take this sick leave, bro. Hey, so why you leaving, bro? Oh, I don't know if you noticed. The AC just broke down.
You don't pay me enough to sweat.
I sweat a whole new ocean in between my balls, and it is barely 15 minutes.
Oh
since
my
the-
God.
I'm tired of
I'm out.
smelling y'all. I gotta go.
I'm out. I'm out.
Y'all did not put on enough deodorant today.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Antiperspirant.
Yes. Oh god, 70-inch TV though, Kylie. God damn. I hope you have a sound bar for that too. Don't get that
Bose has
sound.
a sound bar on sale, $99 eBay, refurbished.
Damn, Brad.
Yeah, I got an email. I just remember that. I didn't buy one.
Yeah,
I did buy a
Nice, bro.
refurbished Dyson fan. That was pretty good. It was like half off.
a Dyson fan.
Yeah, I bought it a while ago. Like one of those recircling fans. It looks like a big oval.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that as a nurse you're not allowed to leave. Like, imagine being in the room. And you're like, you've got like a gunshot wound and stuff, and they're like,
I mean,
sorry, I gotta
y'all
leave."
should tell that to the people during hurricanes who just like, well, bye, orderly.
Yep. It's 94 degrees.
Although at some point, I don't blame them, because like when the power goes out and the floodwaters are coming up, you're kind of stuck. You're like, I can only get them to the roof, really. It's a hard
Yeah.
decision then.
I could just imagine.
It's like,
the
it's not
nurse
my
just being
grandma.
like- the nurse is walking in. It's like, hey, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but like, I'd love to treat that gunshot wound, but yeah, I'm out. Let's go. I got PTO and I didn't notice. Like, I'm just leaving right now. Doctor will be in here though in a little bit.
Yeah. The reception will wait on you. Peace.
Bose is great for sound. It gets Sonos if you can afford it. Nice. An actual serious comment from Stacy today.
Yeah, get Sonos that knows
You
to
know,
spill these nuts.
Yeah.
That didn't work, but you know what I was going for.
Keon, what were you gonna say?
I was about to say, like, I still couldn't even tell if that was a serious comment or not. I was reading it and I was like, I just know that there's some underlying.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Joseph.
Oh.
That comment.
Hell no.
What?
Hell no.
I have
bro.
so Kylie puts back. I have done that role when a snake was in a woman. No. Like, are we talking like a live snake, a dead snake, like a snake you use for a toilet?
I know. Kylie told me this.
Did it like peek out?
Yes.
Like, what are we talking
Kylie,
about here?
I remember, if I remember correctly, this woman's pet snake. She put it up her hoo-ha, right? Oh, I am not jealous of of nurses. I'll tell you that right now, bro. Maybe you're a chick, yeah, but like, what's it called? But like your career and having to be in there and wipe asses most of the day, like, nah, I'm good, bro. I am good.
This is why I never went. Like, so my dad's a nurse. He wanted me to go into the medical field, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't do poo and I don't do blood. Peace.
Dude, okay, so yes, I remember this story. Kylie had said that what's it called? That lady had put her pet snake up her vagina.
Was the snake dead? Was it still alive while it was in there?
Damn it, Stacy! Come on.
Comment of the day.
Hey, that's nice. One way to charm, right? Oh,
Just play the pink oboe.
I don't know if you know this, Kylie. I actually have a big fear of snakes. I don't like snakes. I don't fuck with snakes. Like,
and I was gonna have a big fear of vaginas.
So, like,
do you have a pet snake by chance?
No, I hate snakes, bro.
Bro,
boa. Boa? Wait,
I thought you were a Texas rattlesnake, dude.
Boa?
Yeah.
Break the glass.
Fuck you, Austin. Fuck you.
Oh, there's some bitch, and you don't know.
Texas rattlesnake.
Alive, bro. No, bro. No.
Wait, now we're talking about a boa, which the only boa, like, this must have been a baby boa, right? Like, how did we get to this topic? Why are we talking about snakes and hoo-has?
I don't know, and I'm just kind of making time until Gio gets here so I can go to break and we can do the what if.
What are we talking about snakes and hoo-has, bro?
I don't know, bro. Like, wait, Kylie, did you ever get the reasoning behind this, or like, did you, like, as soon as you saw that was the issue, you said, "Yeah, I'm out." Yeah,
I mean, like, was she trying to keep it warm? Like, what? I mean, at this point, I'd rather check on the dude who stuck a light bulb up his ass.
Dude, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if she was trying to get impregnated by the snake. Because, listen, I just recently learned that a guy snuck into a aquarium at night and impregnated a dolphin. I just recently learned this shit, and it's the most disturbing news I've ever heard in my life. Dude.
So
the dolphin died a few days later.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna have. I was like, are we gonna have man dolphins? Like,
yeah, no.
How does this?
You know,
oh, God, and you know he did something with the blowhole. Like, if he's going all that effort, you know he did something with the blowhole. Like, that ain't right, man.
Yep.
They fall. They fall on the object. They nah, bro. I refuse to believe that. Like, they
fell on their pet snake. Yeah. Snake just went rigid and fell on it.
Yeah, because I don't actually masturbate. I actually fall on my hand with my dick out,
There's multiple
and it
times.
strokes itself, So I don't actually like, what's it called?
That would be like I mean, you could get some good abs with that if you just fell on your dick like that,
Yeah.
like have pick yourself
Imagine,
back
bro,
up.
it's like, nah, babe, I didn't cheat. I just fell down, and all of a sudden, it went in.
Multiple times. Just kept tripping. Don't know what to
Yeah.
tell you.
I slipped, and I just came in, and like,
Slip on this
suddenly,
fist,
my body
motherfucker.
suddenly my body wasn't my own, and it started to stroke, and
Oh
what's it
god.
called? Yeah.
Dude.
Oh no. Okay. No. Sorry, Dolph Lundgren.
No, Stacy.
Honestly, after watching the Walrus movie, I don't think I ever want to see it.
Is that Tusk? You're talking about Tusk. You're talking about Kevin Smith's Tusk.
Yes. Yep.
I have been wanting to watch that because it is Kevin Smith, but at the same time, I have not been wanting to watch that because of what I've heard about it.
Yes. I do.
Bowling pins are.
I don't know. I don't know how much of like that disturbing. I don't know how much more disturbing shit I can handle. I don't know. Between Human Centipede, Tusk, and
Hostile. At this point, I might watch Hostile after watching Sallow. Although I still don't want to watch Hostile. I'm just thinking of the whole I drink your milkshake, I drink it up.
Vaginas are amazing, bro. Fuck. How can they fit that whole ass thing in there, bro? That's wild.
I mean, it just takes practice.
Also, I remember when the kids thought they were using what's it called?
Oh no!
And they were
Oh no! Like,
right, man,
like their hand was stuck, or like were they stuck together?
Huh? Should we get one more card?
Yeah, let's get one more card.
No, we should probably get off this topic. No, I don't like that one.
My stomach is turning right now, bro.
I don't like that. Here, okay, this one's not bad. How much do you trust / confide in your memories? Why?
Oh, 0%.
Well,
honestly, I don't remember shit. Like there are like I'll go to like family reunions, not often, but when I do go, and they'll bring up stuff and tell me stuff that I did or that like I did with my cousins or whatever, and it's like I don't fucking remember any of this.
I've always wondered. It's like, are my memories constructed as like how I remember them, or like are they like, because I'll have what's it called, like my mom will say something about like, oh, this is, and I remember a lot of things from my childhood, but like, and then what's it called, like I'll remember it a certain way though, like I'll remember a specific way. And I don't know, dude, because I mean, what's it called? Memory, dreams are so odd, and they're very different thing. And
I honestly think that depression has a lot to do with people who like have bad long-term memories.
Yeah,
it's like I can remember the big events, like shit, like my grandparents dying. I can remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But like any little thing like in between that other people might seem as memorable or something, I don't fucking remember. I remember the big events.
I remember the constant trips to Mexico when I was a kid. I remember when I went to Walt Disney World. So like I remember that stuff, and like as a teenager, like I remember things, but like there are like specific things. If you would have told me like like remember when you did this specific thing when you were young, I'm like, I don't know, because like I only remember like big things, dude. Like and I remember other things as well, but it's just it's very difficult to confine.
I mean, it just sucks in that like I would like to remember some of this stuff. I just don't. It's just like it's faded.
Yeah.
So Geo.
All right. So like no, I'm not gonna confide in it. I don't confide in it because I don't know what is constructed by my perception of what I experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like I was telling you when I was six. I remember the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
I don't remember fucking Bret Hart or Ric Flair, who he's on cancel now. But I don't remember them. I don't remember them in the same booth across from them, just
By the way-
because I just interacted with the Bushwhackers apparently.
By the way, I just
So
love in that episode when they're like, they call him the Nature Boy for a reason. Oh, it's because he got a big old donger.
well, yeah, but you don't need to be showing it off to everyone. Come on now, keep it a surprise. And you don't need to be cornering fucking women.
Yep.
Like, damn, Rick, come on now. Even if you were drunk, it's no excuse.
It's not even surprising though
It's really not.
that
It's not
he's
surprising, bro.
I don't know. I just always had a feeling that he was that type of person.
I
Just
think
opposite.
even the even bigger confession that came out all of this was from RVD, who said they would spike women's drinks.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that. What the fuck?
Yeah, go back and
RVD was
listen.
like-
RVD, and they have a picture of like the pill going into the drink,
Yeah.
and RVD even says it. It happened, and
Yeah.
it's just like for RVD to even confess that, like he'll never wrestle again.
Dude, I hate the thing that's like, well, RVD said, I don't think RVD said that he would do that. He said,
No,
like,
no,
if
he
something
said he
happens-
saw it.
Yeah.
He never said he would
Um,
do it. He saw. It's kind of like the whole like Dustin Rhodes thing. Like Dustin Rhodes got drunk and made it really awkward, but also he was the only one to stick up for the flight attendant. He was the only one to try and stop shit. So
The thing that I hate though is that like how they made like how like Vince makes it feel like it's Jim Ross's, like it's JR's job to step in when it's like you're on that flight, bro.
you
The
could have gone back there.
CEO,
You
the
could. He
owner
could
of
have
that
easily.
company.
He could have easily gone back there and just been like, "Sit the fuck down," and they would have all sat down because who writes the check?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I hate that, like, and it's like the same. It's like, like I hate that that's the way it works. It's like, oh no, it's your job. Like you got to go and do it. I don't want to have to deal with it.
Well,
And
and JR did it to the best of his ability, but JR is no Vince McMahon. Like
Yeah.
JR is a peg down. Like
Yeah.
Vince could have easily come back from the front and been like, "Hey, cut the shit out."
Yeah, it's a simple
Mhm.
getting up, walking to the back, and being like, "Hey, stop it."
Yeah.
And it's and people are gonna listen to Vince because guess what? It's Vince. It's who he writes your checks. Let's go.
Mhm.
You're gonna listen to him.
Well, and here's another question: Is Brock Lesnar and is that main event at the Saudi battle
I'll tell you
still
this
going
right
on?
now, bro. I'll tell you this right now. There are a lot of stories about Brock out there. Let's go. If you've read, there's a lot of stories. Let's go.
Shit.
So
Let
the
me see
fact
some
that-
of those articles, please.
The fact
I can't stand his ass already. Fuck him. Oh
the
my
fact
goodness.
that if nothing has happened right now for Brock, it nothing's gonna change. with
Well,
it.
here's the thing though: is I never heard of the plane incident.
Yeah,
I personally had never heard of that.
I had never heard about the plane ride.
And so like this was like really eye-opening of some bad shit that went down.
You're gonna
It's
have to tell
like
me after, like when we're off air, like what happened, because I don't know anything about it at all.
Keon, you
It's
can
on
actually-
YouTube as well.
The episode was uploaded to YouTube, by the way, if you want it.
But
You
we'll
can
tell
watch
you
it.
after the episode kind of go into detail because I believe
Yeah.
Raul and Burke and Aiden are going to talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
talk about the episode, but like, yeah, it's wild, dude. Like, but and this is the shit that I hate. That like, because like Taker, and it wasn't just even Taker. It's like a lot of people who were like, like these days, like, oh, these wrestlers don't do anything to like, what's it called, to like to actually get to know each other. It's like they don't do it like they used to do it in the old school days. Like now,
They
all they
learn.
do is like stay in their rooms, play video games, or read books. It's like, yeah, I
They
would
learned.
rather them do that.
Well,
than
they
spike women's drinks or like abuse painkillers.
Well, it's literally what JR said. They learned from their predecessors on how to behave and act. I mean, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, yeah, he was one of my favorite wrestlers from back in the day. Dude has demons. Dude had demons. Do I think he's better now? Yeah, but I don't think he ever apologized to that woman. I don't think anyone ever apologized to that woman. I think it was swept under the rug, and that's another fault
Because they
that
settled
falls
out of
onto
court.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
It goes to the top to me.
And once again, it 100% goes to the top because he's the one who allows for that environment to be
Yeah, and without any repercussions. I mean, he got fired, but it's Scott Hall. He got like brought back.
eventually got brought back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like it comes down like I said, it goes to the top. It's like how you're gonna handle your company. And like for you to be like, oh no, we're just gonna settle out of court, make it look like nothing ever happened. It's like so there's no actual like repercussions for your wrestlers here, just because they've got like a big history. with
Well,
your
and you
company.
literally have two wrestlers who almost brought the plane down.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. That whole part just like
The only part I really found funny in that whole thing was X-Pac cutting the ponytail.
yeah. Man, fucking hell, man. But yeah. Gio, what's up, man? How you doing?
I don't want
Gio.
to talk about how I'm doing. I'm here to chat and have fun.
All right.
Welcome.
Uh,
That's how I feel as
Well,
well.
we're gonna
Love
talk
you,
about
Gio.
what if. We're gonna talk about what if after the commercial break. So you made it just right on time. All right, but yeah, we're gonna talk more about that episode tomorrow. But Keon, I'll hit you up with the link because it's on YouTube. Vice uploaded the episode to YouTube, so go and check it
Okay.
out.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I'm glad that the sport of professional wrestling is at the place it is right now, where like these wrestlers instead of like going out drinking and like
They're on Twitch.
they're just on Twitch playing video games, or they're in or like how I think it was somebody else. I don't remember who it was. It's like they're in their rooms like reading books, and it's like, yeah, I'm glad they're doing that instead, because I don't want any of them to be like out in the town like what's it called, abusing alcohol anymore, or like stuffing their face with painkillers and pain pills, and getting what's it called feeding their substance abuse. It's just it's not where the business is at anymore. It's not where it needs to be. And yeah, if you think that's worse, it's worse now. It's like then you really gotta fucking take a really good look at yourself. But
I mean, is it perfect? No, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure there's a
No.
lot of shit that goes behind the scenes we don't know. But do I hope it's better? I do hope it's better.
all right, we'll be back after these words from our sister shows, and we're gonna talk about Marvel's What If episode 6. We'll be back after these words. Hey, I'm Raul Leandro Mendoza, and this is
Jabril Newton.
and we are the hosts of High Flyer Radio. And finally, pro wrestling has come back to the Nerdcore podcast feed in the form of a show hosted by Jabril and I. And we talk about everything and anything in the pro wrestling world on Mondays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nothing's off limits. Whatever you guys want to talk about, if it's from AEW to SmackDown to Raw to NXT, nothing's off the table. We can talk about it.
We're going to talk all about it. And if you can get it a day early, you should go to the www.patreon.com/thenerdcore and pledge to the tiers on there so you can get this show and a lot of shows days early before anybody else gets to hear it. But enough talking about it. We'll go ahead and see you there at the Squared Circle.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tap out. Tune in.
Tune in.
Hello, 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 guys and gals, and you're listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore. I am your host, Daniela Nunez, and along with my amazing co-host, Ashley Garcia, we discuss many things like social impact, pop culture, political realms, and any controversy surrounding the Nerdverse. Tune in and listen to us bi-weekly on the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we would love to chat and hear your thoughts on our wonderful show. And thank you again for listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore.
Hey everyone, my name is Raul the Nerdy Chicano, and I am the host of The Impaired Files. The Impaired Files is a interview show brought to you every Thursday on the Nerdcore podcast feed. And I interview people such as filmmakers, content creators on YouTube, and podcasters like Colton Geschwander. And if you want to listen to that early, a whole week early, all you got to do is go to the Patreon and pledge to the $1 tier. And if you want to listen to it with the general public, then go to Nerdcore podcast feed on anchor.fm/the Nerdcore. And the case is closed, but it's not classified. See you guys there.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Gamer Core. You may remember me from such episodes as Big Screen Mess, Mo Money Mo Platforms, and Brad Can Read. Tune in weekly as I blab with my co-hosts Raul the Nerdy Chicano and Brad the Random Germ about the latest news in gaming and gush over what we're playing at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got the deals too. Keep up with the latest deals in gaming and what's happening as I mediate Brad and Raul fighting like a married couple. Will Death Stranding ever come out? Will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the hype? Is a next gen worth a $500 console price tag? And has there ever been a movie adaptation of a video game that's been done right? It's all on the Gamer Core podcast, everywhere where podcasts are.
Hey guys, this is Brad, aka Young Yoda. Raul said I had to make an ad, so that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be for Unstructured, but as you guys know, you can freaking catch me everywhere when it comes to this podcast feed. You can find me on the Nerd Cores, on Gamer Cores, on Nerdy Chicanos sometimes when I get lost. But for this particular one, I want you guys to go check out Unstructured. The Raul gave me free reign to do whatever I want to do. I don't know what he was thinking. So go hear me talk about LeBron James and Taco Tuesday, vaping, so many other freaking weird topics that chimichangas, that's a good one. Shout out to Deadpool. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the ad. So if you guys want to find me, you can find me all over the place on this podcast feed. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I love you all. And nerd up.
Hey everyone, I'm Raul.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the hosts of the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that talks that nerd. Not on this ad, right? And we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. On the Mondays, we talk the news. That's the box office, the news of the week, and your trailer talk if there is any. And on Tuesday, we have our theme review. And on Saturday, you have a Saturday morning review, usually movies that have come out in the week or anything we want to talk about. Right, Brett?
Exactly. Whatever we want to talk about, this is our show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen.
We're the flagship show of the Nerdcore Podcast feed, and we can be found everywhere you can listen to podcasts like Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. So if you want to talk that nerd stuff with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, make sure you tune in. And Brad?
Young Yoda out.
Welcome back from the Nerdcore Live Show. To the Nerdcore Live Show. We are here after the break. We're going to be discussing Marvel's What If Episode 6. It's the latest episode this week. We looked at what if Eric Killmonger had saved Tony Stark at the beginning of Iron Man. And we're getting ready for this, baby. As always, you all know that if you haven't watched this week's episode, you should probably get out of here if you don't want to get spoiled. If you do care, it's all good. If you don't care, if you've already watched it, you can keep on listening. Either way, how this goes is your one and only spoiler warning. It is in effect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, respect the banner, boys. We're ready. We're gonna be in here. I know Keon didn't watch it, so I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go diagonal snake, I guess. Brad, what did you think about this week's episode of What If?
So I really did enjoy the art style still they've been having. I did enjoy the action in this movie. The story felt off though. Like it felt off to me in that I feel like Killmonger's intentions, they wouldn't have been the way they wrote it to me. I feel like he would have been more redeemable than they allowed him to be, because the way they made him go through is he saved Tony Stark for, obvious reasons in order to get his plan through. Whatever plan that is, I guess, to basically destroy or be over Wakanda. So it just, I don't know, it felt off to me. And basically they just made Tony Stark turn into Hammer, which, I feel like Tony Stark is a much smarter, person than that, even if he didn't go through all his original storyline on why he became Iron Man. So the story felt off to me.
Yeah. Gio?
I'll work backwards from what Brad said as far as like how I feel. I feel like the best part of this episode is Tony. Like, to me, the way that, like, how deeply Tony was changed by what's it, Yinsen? By like his interactions with Yinsen, like,
yeah,
because the reason why Hammer exists in Iron Man 2 is to be like, hey, this is who you were, and like you're not that person anymore, but you're not quite who you could be either. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Tony works for that. Killmonger does not work. Like, it feels like, and honestly, this is a problem. Like, I love Black Panther a lot more than like my Black contemporaries do, but I acknowledge the problem like of Killmonger being like the things that make Killmonger relatable are the things that are true about, like, are actually like real things that like we talk about here all the time, and like, but Disney, the way Disney mixed that with like a bad guy, evil, vindictive, it's like and like
that
with
was
the
never
system of power, it's fucked. So that because of that, what you get here in this episode is a person who, instead of being like, well, like, is being even more performative of those real ideologies, while still being like, oh, I'm a product of this military government, and like vindictive, and like having this moment of like, I choose to save my family, but still being a villain. But like, and it doesn't even make sense of like, you're in this war, you set up this whole war and made them fight and everything, and you still chose to not like use this as an opportunity to kill the family. Like, that's like, hey, we want Killmonger to be evil. We don't understand fully the complex nature of Killmonger that's even been written here, even though we made him a CIA plot. But we don't want it to be too dark, but we want to give people what they want, and it's very disappointing.
I mean, if you're gonna go full sin, go full sin.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna make Killmonger like go full evil, that means he's gonna get payback for his life in general.
Yeah.
And
but
kill
you gotta
off
understand
his family.
the character first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I think they fall off, is they want to do this halvesies shit, and it's like, no, like I thought like Killmonger and Tony together would be kind of a redeemable pair, with Tony not being quite the Iron Man, so therefore Killmonger has to become more of the Iron Man. That's how I thought this episode was going, but instead they kind of did some half thought out shit of, oh, Killmonger's doing this convoluted plan in order to get back his family, but not really get back his family, to be back in his family, but at the same time go to war with his family. It's a confusing kind of plot.
And this is the episode I was looking forward to the most of the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly wanted to Killmonger Iron Man. That's all I
wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree a lot with what Gio just brought up here about Yinsen. I think what this kind of brings up is the fact that like how important Yinsen is to Tony's life, and how like it literally, if it wasn't for Yinsen, like Tony really would have been a completely different person.
He'd been a shit. He'd been rich shit.
Yeah, because like even see it in like in the press conference where he's like, oh, what's it called? It's like whereas in like in Iron Man 1, it's like, no, like what's it called? I see what's wrong with these. Like we need to stop this. We need to stop manufacturing so much weapons. Whereas in like in here in the press conference, Tony's just like, yeah, we just need bigger and badder weapons to just beat out the competition. Like no, it's like you see how important Yinsen is to that conclusion of where Iron Man gets in after Iron Man 1 and going into the later MCU. I think that this episode worked. I think this episode moved way too fast.
Can I bring up another issue I had? They bring up that Shuri at the very end wants to follow kind of in Tony's footsteps. Well, Tony was no hero to follow behind.
Yeah.
So that plot point really didn't make any sense of going, I want to finish what he started. It's like, well, Tony was kind of just a shit in this.
Yeah.
Like, who would want to follow behind that?
I do love the Gundam references, though. It was cool. Pretty funny how it's like, it was like, what? I like anime.
Well, and then it turned out to just kind of look like the Hammer. Like,
yeah, it didn't actually look like a fucking mobile suit, but yeah. I do like the reference, though. I will give you a wink for that. Like that was pretty funny. I like that. But yeah.
Question.
But I think this episode moved way.
Who is Jensen?
First Iron Man.
Is that the guy that helped Tony escape from the cave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured. Okay.
Oh boy, in the cave.
And I love when people ask, "Whatever happened to Yinsen?" He's like, "He died.
He died.
Fucking died."
He literally ran.
It's like, did you not watch the movie? Did you not watch the first Marvel movie?
But yeah,
trying to buy Tony.
Oh man, I think this episode moved way too fast. All of a sudden, like, okay, we're at the ceremony. Then the things are built, and then what's it called? Everybody died. What's it called? Tony and T'Challa died, and then like now we're at Wakanda, and like it's like, yo, we are moving way too fast. Like we are moving way too fast, and I feel like this episode felt very convoluted. Also, on top of the fact that I don't think the writers really understand who Killmonger is, and like the
No, or
character
why he
of
was doing
Killmonger.
what he was doing.
They like understand like half at that's legit like a big problem. Like a big problem with Black Panther is like the like weirdness that goes on with like the government and like like that like co-opting of Black liberation theory, and so like to like make it even more performative than that is quite a feat and quite a disappointment.
And there were moments where I was like, okay, maybe they do understand Killmonger a bit, because like where he goes to Rhodey and he's like, what's it called? You wear the flag of your oppressors, and you think that that's how you're gonna change. And like that's where I'm like, okay, maybe they do know what they're doing here with him. And then you just go back to the same shit that was like, yeah, no, you don't know this character at all, and you don't know how to write this character. What's it called? Like, I'm sorry, like what's it called? When it was in the hands of people who actually understood this character, like Ryan Coogler, who was writing that film, what's it called? You really did understand what Eric as a character meant,
and it worked a lot better.
Worked a lot better. Whereas in here, it just felt really odd, and I was like, yeah, this wasn't what's it called? The stop, Aiden, stop. But yeah, it just didn't feel like what's it called? It didn't feel like this episode. These writers really knew who Killmonger was, and you know, it sucks because like I love Killmonger a lot, bro. I really do. Like Killmonger's one of my favorites.
He's probably the best villain written by Marvel, and then killed off in the same movie.
I'll say this: I love Killmonger. Killmonger is actually awesome. I actually like after I watched Black Panther, I like read a lot more about, and I looked up a lot more into Killmonger. But I will say this. A public service announcement, and I don't care who the fuck is offended by this, but they chose the wrong fucking actor to be Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan is the worst fucking actor I've ever seen.
Well, that's a hot take.
Hot take. All right.
I think he did decent in this.
As
Killmonger, like the other shit, I go like, you not
okay.
For, but
I don't know what it is, but the way he comes off is very corny. Like I don't. It sounds like he's not acting. It sounds,
he's like a one-note actor.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't.
I was like,
but I always thought that
some
worked.
places you need one note, but like he is like a one-note actor.
I thought that worked for the character because sometimes just his delivery came off like he was being sarcastic, and that just made his villain even better.
I waited my entire life for this, like stuff like that. I was like, oh, yeah.
Is this your king?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Is this your
I
king?
can get behind that.
I still love that line. Is this your king?
Is this your king?
I just whooped his ass.
But yeah, Keon, thank you for chiming in with those thoughts. But,
I mean, you know, that's a good hot take.
I still like, of course, I still like very much like the what's it called the animation style. I like that Pepper in here wasn't just like, you know, just off to the side. Like I love that Pepper.
Oh, but that one line by Killmonger to her.
Oh yeah, it's like because her and Tony are tight. And she's looking at him
You're
like,
tight, huh? I was like, that's Killmonger. Like, okay, the writer's got that part.
That's Hey Auntie Killmonger, bro.
It's like, I'll take it.
Yeah, y'all tight, right? And I'm
like even the line of like "Hey Auntie" was wrong. It was like "Hey Auntie" instead of like.
It's like you're so wrong for that, bro.
That was being like dripped in venom.
Introduce Keon to RB3. Yeah, RB3 and you would have a great time, Keon, because if RB3 does not like Killmonger. Oh man, but yeah.
Who's RB3?
RB3
Robert Butler the Third.
Good guy. It's called a filmmaker.
Later,
he does.
We going
Yeah, he works over at. He helps. What's it called? He created the First Cut YouTube channel. It's really good channel where you can go. It's like movie reviews, podcasts, and a bunch of. It's a really good channel, bro. You should support them. They're good people.
We gonna put you on.
I like Killmonger. I like the character Killmonger.
Just not the actor.
Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger. No, that is an absolute no. When I first watched Black Panther, I was like, okay, you know, he's cool, you know, whatever. But then when most recently, when I was watching the whole MCU over with my friends, I watched it again and I was like, damn, this dude MBJ is a fuck, like he is.
I just really felt like him and Chadwick Boseman, like they played off each other
They played
well.
really well off each other.
I thought.
I don't mind MBJ as an actor. I'm not gonna lie. I very much like MBJ in Creed 1 and 2. I love him in Black Panther as Killmonger. I still have not watched Fruitvale Station, but I have heard amazing things about
What's
him.
the other one that was in Fahrenheit 451?
451, yeah, it's the HBO Max.
That's one I want to watch.
I heard that was dog shit.
Was that dog shit?
I heard it was.
Probably I won't watch it.
But like, I can understand when people say that the MBJ is just a face actor because he's usually most of the time just acting with his face, but like
and his shirt off.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
I mean, they had to get like another audience into the Marvel universe.
I mean, also like when I look at like legit thinking about the performances, like the dichotomy. Hi, I'm an English major. The dichotomy between Killmonger and Black Panther and like the performances that Boseman and Jordan give are like Boseman is giving like a performance of like that's like subtle and like that, but it's the straight man. Like you're giving like this is how I feel and this is how I'm reacting to a thing, and like a little bit up, a little bit down, but like mostly calm, like mostly in a calm version, and that's put with like Jordan being like, I'm angry, but like I'm clever, and I was raised on the streets, so I know how to like hit you with the words and then show you that like my bite hurt too. And like for me, Michael B. Jordan does that well. Now Creed, the first Creed movie, I like the first Creed movie. I don't think Michael B. Jordan's the best part of that movie. But I think he does well enough for the role because he's like, it's like, it kind of works that he's not like overacting or like being like super like, you know, we love Denzel, but you know, not everybody needs to pull a Denzel on a fucking scene, you know? The fact that like Michael B. Jordan isn't doing that, and that like it fits the character to react small or like stunted by like the way in which you were raised, and the like your emotional range is different because of how you were raised. Those things like that like come forth for me when I watch these performances.
And he's all right in Just Mercy. I think that the best performance in Just Mercy is fucking, of course, Jamie Foxx. But
every time,
you know, yeah. But I don't know, man. But yeah, I thought this episode was meh. I didn't like this episode. It's not my least favorite. I think that one with the Avengers getting shot is still my least favorite. But you know, there's still things that I was like, oh, like I'm really interested to see what this was going on with. You know, I like that. You know, we still we had a really badass fight with the robots, and I'm glad I got to see the armored rhinos again. That's
dope.
If you go back to our Black Panther review,
that's one thing we really
one
loved.
of my things that I like really I was like hyped about was the armored rhinos. I was like, yo, they got armored rhinos in Wakanda. I was like, this is sick.
Who needs a fucking tank when you got an armored rhino?
Yeah, we got
armored rhinos.
Yeah.
No.
Episode is Armored Rhinos.
Don't you fucking dare, Gio.
Yeah. But Brad, any final thoughts?
Unless I can tame one.
Brad, any final thoughts on the episode?
Not the best one, not the worst one I saw. I still say I'd probably like this one better than the zombies and the one where they just cut and paste all the old movies. But yeah, it's not the best.
Gio?
The first episode remains to be my favorite episode because it's like the simplest, and like it's like, hey, we're gonna do this simple thing, and we're gonna do it well, and we're gonna do it well, and you're gonna like it instead of like going too far left or right
and just depressing me,
not
like
committing to the what you're actually trying to do.
What if Deadpool has to be PG episode? Stop, Stacey.
no.
Well,
Hi, kid.
I don't know. Yo,
I hit them with a foam sword.
Sorry, I thought you were about to like sing Eminem. Do you like 9 Inch Nails through each one of my eyelids?
Hey, Keon, I hope you like Creed 3 because not only is Michael B. Jordan starring in that film, he is also directing that movie. So we'll see how you like Creed 3.
Alexa. Did Alexa
block this bullshit?
All right, man. For the bottom to the top, let's get some plugs in here. Gio, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your plugs, bro?
You can find me on Twitter at MediaMartyr17. That's MEDIAMARTYR17. I promise it's not always as depressing as it's been today. You can also hit up Share Club Pod. We're on Twitter and where podcasts are found. We are in season 2, and like I cut out the clip from last week where
shit.
And like it's so good that like I low key want to use it for like marketing for the whole season because it's just it's like so good.
Yeah. You know what you should do, and I'm usually not one to like tell people how to run their shows because I don't like doing that, but you should collect that clip, and when y'all get like theme music, have it mixed into the theme music when you have the beginning be like, I'm a season 2 type, and then it just like fades into the music of the show.
You want to know how the podcast works? I literally I drag a standard thing and I put it in the front and I make sure there's not too much silence in the beginning of an episode or the end or in the middle.
Well,
I don't edit. I don't have time.
If you guys ever get theme music done, I will mix the sound into the music, and then all you would have to do is just basically
season 2 type nigga, bro.
And like, but like, it starts off with like Keon going like, "Man, I gotta check this out. I gotta get up." Anyway, third thing is Survivors of Flame. A D&D 5e actual play show. This is my dreams coming true, and it's me slowly getting all of my friends to play D&D with me, and I get to like do the thing I do best, which is story tell for my friends. So, yeah.
All right, Aiden.
That's my dungeon master.
I agree, Aiden. I think that like, I think what we need to look at specifically, like in the beginning of the episode where Carrie Reynolds was like, oh, I would just stay in the front with Vince and JR because like I knew how the boys would get, and I'm like, I think that's very indicative of like what type of environment these people were creating. And it's like, yeah, we need to have accountability because it's enough of this shit, man. Like there needs to be accountability. But I'll have y'all, like what's it called? If this was your introduction to like to what Flair's like accusations, because there's been a lot of stuff that have been out in public about Flair for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, Flair, like there was a lot of stuff out for Flair. And I'm kind of surprised that it took this long for Flair to finally be held accountable, because it's been like knowledge that's been out there for a while now. And it wasn't just pertaining to the plane ride from hell. It was like multiple accusations. But yeah, that's all on the internet, and you can search that up. But yeah, Keon, where can you find you, bro? Oh, let me take off the banner.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that. You can find me at twitter.com/Mr. Children. You can also find me at youtube.com/ I don't have my URL still because I'm not at 100 subscribers, but that's okay. And also, as soon, oh, I have to wait a week. I have to wait till next Saturday for this fucking technician to come out and fix this damn internet. As soon as I get my upgraded internet, this next weekend, I will be back to streaming. So twitch.tv/MrChillZone as well.
Let's go, Keon. All right. Keon, why didn't you do your bit today, bro? Come on.
I'm not really in the mood for it today.
All right. Brad?
I'm sorry. I'm reading Stacy's comment. Look at Gio's face.
Wondering when the hobbits are going to get to Mordor.
When we find the fucking eagle, Stacy, we're going to ride that bitch this time.
We're barely at the half of the second act of the Fellowship if you want to get into it, bro.
Shit. But everybody can find me at RandomGerm101 on Twitter. You can find me at the Nerdcore _ on Twitter, at the Nerdcore everywhere else on social media. Find me Survivors of Flame this Wednesday, playing Yoda the Hermit. That's my dungeon master right there. And hopefully I don't end up dead. So be there.
It can happen.
It can happen.
If I'm on there, you're done.
So, Gio, if somebody dies, does that mean that character, like that person, does not return to the show the next session?
They can always come back as another character, I'd imagine.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it.
We honestly thought we were going to have one die there that second episode.
Happen? I mean, it depends on death. It depends on the death and the circumstance. It depends on who's dying and how they die and how soon, like at what point in the story in which they've died. Also, it depends on if the player still wants to play that character after the death, if like they feel like the death is justified and they're like, oh no, I don't want to keep going with this character, I'll make a new character. And then how much time passes between like sessions, it also depends on that. So like it could be they come straight into a new session with a new character, or like they take a week they take a session off. There are multiple variables.
Yoda the Force Ghost.
So you're telling me, like, what's it called? If I would have actually gone through with my character being a wizard, I could have done some like Game of Thrones type of shit, bring him back from the dead.
You'd have been more of a Harry Potter wizard.
Listen, necromancy is real, okay? And like, honestly, in my opinion, because the game steers towards hero types, I'm like, there's not enough necromancy, and we could come up with some shit. Like I saw like those Target Halloween things of like the pineapple skull thing, and I was like, this is cool. I'm gonna use this.
I'm gonna use this. All right, and as always, you can find me at Twitter at the Nerd Chicano on both Instagram and Twitter, and on twitch.tv/the Nerd Chicano, and on youtube.com as Raul Alejandro Mendoza. If you haven't, subscribe to me there. Please help me get to 100 subscribers so I can get my own custom URL. On the nerdcore.com, I write a bunch of reviews. I'm currently trying to finish up my review of Emma, EMA, not EMMA, with Anya Taylor-Joy. I'm talking about the Chilean film from Pablo Larraín, the director of the upcoming Princess Diana biopic, Spencer. So, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm working on that. And then next, I want to say I'm going to watch Undyne, I think, because I wanted to review that one next. But we'll see what's up. Jazz hands apparently is our.
No, that's sign language for clapping.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were doing jazz hands, like.
No, it's kind of just copying Keon, but that is sign language for clapping.
I mean, but what the fuck is wrong with jazz hands? Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. And I hope all of y'all have a wonderful night. And we'll see you all for another episode of the Nerdcore Live Show tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to be here. So without further ado, it's been a wonderful time. I'm going to go get some Takis, and I'm going to go ahead and watch some wrestling. Brad, send them out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to our special guest co-host today, Keon. Thank you to our ho-host, Gio.
Ho-host.
Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today, all our listeners, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, all I'll say is, I don't know. I don't know what I'll say. Yeah. Good night. Sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow. Young Yoda out.
I'm the person I was gonna treat myself to a burrito from DoorDash, and it got canceled because the fucking place was closed. I'm pissed.